Hey, we are back, motherfuckers.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Passive and Aggressive. My name is Dalton Johnson. We're on video camera, in case you didn't know, and in case you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, any other podcast services around the world.
Fucking up.
I'm here with a co-host I forgot to mention because he's very
Hi, buddy.
unimportant. He's playing with a bobblehead because he has the attention span of a puppy.
It's Nicholas Joe.
It's Nicholas Marchwinski, my co-host, and he is a little bit aggressive. We'll see just how much in the further episodes, but how you doing, Nick?
I'm doing great.
Great?
Yeah, had a long day today. I'm on like a caffeine high right now.
You said that like 17 times in the past 17 days.
Well, I've had a lot of long days, bro. I got a lot going on. You understand?
Okay, I get it.
You want me to break it down? I will.
Let's hang on a minute.
I'm breaking it down.
Hang on a minute, man. We're not ready for that. In case you don't know, this is a podcast about what? Gaming, fighting, everything in between. Nick and I are going to talk some bullshit. I'm going to talk a lot of bullshit. What?
There's a lot in between.
What is that? This is not that kind of video, man.
Don, everything that happens behind the monitor is not your fucking business, okay?
It's their business, though. They can see it. And I'm going to see it when I get it.
Yeah, well then.
Use your brain.
Then you can fucking deal with it.
God.
You can't like fucking ruin my zen. You understand me?
You're zen.
Yeah. So anyways, before I talk about my fucking day,
Yeah.
we've had a little break here, huh?
We have had a little break. How long has it been?
I thought it was like October, but I looked at the last uploaded
Found some
episode,
specifics.
and it was like November 11th.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that bad.
Not that bad.
Just like a little
Quit
2 month,
shit talking us, people.
2 month holiday hiatus, I guess.
Exactly. We've actually gotten a lot of comments about us being gone. Apparently, you guys miss us. At least like 3. You've gotten like 2, I think. No.
Not including family?
Including family.
Oh, then
Because
like,
that's all that listens to it.
then like at least 5.
Wow, 5 on your side.
At least.
Okay, and just the 2 for me. So
We're making progress. So why do we take a break, Don? Do you want to explain? Or you want me to explain?
well, our lives are really important. I personally make about $3 million a year off of my effort and hard work alone. So, that just kind of gets in the way. So sometimes podcasting just isn't the top priority. I know how much people enjoy hearing my voice specifically as a counter to your abrasive
That is a true
neck
thing.
sounds that you make. It's not even a voice, really.
Neck
It's just,
sounds?
It's weird. That's just how you sound.
Oh, my phlegm in my throat.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I was born with asthma, because my mom smoked when I was in her baby.
So you're blaming it on your
in her
mother.
belly.
You're blaming it on your mother.
And, yeah, I kid never recovered.
Damn.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks,
Hope
Mom.
you're watching this.
Thanks, Mom, for not doing that.
We took a break mainly because we were a little, I wouldn't say overwhelmed, but we were like demoralized.
We were demoralized that we couldn't put as much effort into it as we wanted to.
Right.
And every time we stopped, we're like, wow, this fucking stuck. This sucks. I don't even want to pick it back up again. And then we didn't.
Yeah. So we knew that we were going to come back eventually, but we wanted to take a break and we wanted to reevaluate our management plan,
Or a plan of attack.
our project management plan,
Or assault plan.
our PMP. It's a,
Oh, God. You just got to
it's
throw that
a-
into
it's a
everything.
project management
Hey, guys.
plan.
Nick is going to be a project manager, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, I'm going to be that G. I am. But we can talk about that. In a
Oh,
little
I'm
bit.
sure we will, Nick. Saying that you talk about it a lot.
You know what we also did when we took a little break?
What's that?
We figured out how to record.
Yeah, stepping things up a little bit. We didn't just take a break, finger pop our assholes. No, we are actually improving things. We have videos.
Yeah.
So if you want to go on our YouTube, that's P&A Cast on YouTube, you can watch us talk. Isn't that crazy? When I say it doesn't sound too fucking crazy, honestly.
One of these times you're going to see us like scrapping or something. Maybe throw the dog in the picture a couple times.
I have a helmet, so I think I'm... Well,
Bro,
actually,
I got a fucking
also
real
have a
life
helmet.
helmet. I'll put that on and I'll
Mine's
beat you
like-
with my Stanley
It's
Cup.
not going to fit. Why would you beat someone with a Stanley Cup? Isn't that like disgraceful? We have lunch pails. I think
It's
we
a
should
Red Wing one. He's a Chicago
just-
fan. It's fucking worth it. That's my lunchbox. Don't touch my lunchbox.
I'm going to beat you over the head with it.
Yeah. Anyway, so it wasn't like we just took a break and we were just done with podcasting. We took a break from recording and uploading, but we also were studying the game more. Like,
Studying the game.
yeah, trying to figure out like what's the best marketing approaches for it. What's a realistic timeline or a time frame for us to expect feedback from listeners that's from natural growth or from marketing, from social media, or is there any other outlets that we should market through, networking, guest podcasts, all that shit. And we also wanted to get the video recording up because it's 2019 and you got to fucking have video recording if you
right.
want to like be professional with
You want
the
to be a
shit.
real person at all.
Yeah, so we're making progress and now we're fucking back at it. So,
Exactly. So
Can I talk about my day now?
no, in the effort of getting you guys into the show, make sure you go to pnacast.com/contact. Send us whatever the fuck you want. Any feedback, any questions, comments.
Are you ready for that?
You just
dude?
want to talk shit to us? Fucking go for it.
Make fun of Dalton's fucking
Go for it. Yeah, I knew it.
Fucking
You're so
500.
original with your jokes. It's like you have a list of like you can count them on one hand.
For
It's
the
great.
folks at home, I had to readjust the camera on his phone because it was only showing like his eyebrows.
I'm such a
and
star that
I was like, no,
I control the camera.
you guys
it's
got
hard.
You guys got
it's
to
hard
see
to
the
deal
whole
with.
the whole fucking forehead. You know what I mean? Just have to deal with what I deal with, the reflection, the fucking wrinkles when he gets angry at me, the whole kit and caboodle.
So in case you are new to the show, this is what Nick does when you interrupt him. He just gets all angry and starts throwing whatever insult
shade.
comes into his brain.
Any shade I can, and it can be as petty as
pea-sized
fuck,
brain.
but I fucking do it. Hey man,
Huh?
don't make fun of my pea-sized brain.
Sorry.
I'm sensitive about that. And
it's
he don't need to hear that
It's
shit.
at least a green bean. Long and shit. Go ahead with your day.
I'm talking about my day now.
Go ahead with your day, bro.
So, long day, right? I woke up at, you ready for this?
Sure.
2:30 in the morning. And because I had to work at 4 a.m. Lovely. Every Wednesday I have work at 4 a.m. because of a Thailand video conference. Nothing that important. I'm just like a hot
Really
shot.
don't need to be
We'll
that
see.
specific.
You guys don't need to hear about all that Thailand for 4. No big deal. And I woke up at 2:30, and of course, my new addition to my family, my puppy.
Little puppers.
Got a little puppy, little Australian Shepherd. He's 8 weeks. Well, he'll be 8 weeks old tomorrow.
Are we allowed to say that? Because aren't you like not supposed to have him before 8 weeks?
Pish posh. They don't know where we got it from.
Pish posh. Sooner or later, he'll make his way into the show, I'm sure. He's actually
yeah.
being quiet right now, which is like a blessing.
We were betting on how we weren't betting, but we were gonna say like he's definitely gonna bark at least once or twice because he'll fucking play with the ball and then or a stick and he'll get frustrated and just fucking start barking at it.
Yep.
And that's him. He's smart in some ways and he's dumb in other ways. But anyways, fuck the dog for a second. Well, I woke up at 2:30 and we're bringing the dog back in. He was he sleeps on our bed because my girlfriend spoils the fuck out of him, and he was up and he was just like ready to go. He was like playing and shit.
Yeah.
And I got up and I was tired. I was like fuck, so I didn't get that much sleep. So like I woke up, I pet him a little bit, and I got in the shower. Then I heard him start barking because
You activated him by petting him first.
yes,
of all.
I turned him on. He's like, doo. And then I hear Sam, my girlfriend, start fucking saying no, bad, and then put him down on the floor. And then good boy, because he obviously had to shit in the middle of the night, So he shit on the puppy pad, and for 8 weeks old, he's pretty good with the fucking mistakes, with all that. I'm pretty sure I have more bowel mistakes than he does. But anyways, so I got up at 2:30. I had work all the way until 12:30 because I started at 4. And while I was at work, I was also reading. I have a new quota, 30 pages a day for my, I introed it a little bit, my PMP certification.
In case you guys didn't know, Nick is trying to be a project manager. That means
Yeah.
you have to get a certification.
Trying to be a legit project manager. Like, should I break that down now? Sure. I have like a bunch of, I have 4 yearly goals this year.
Okay.
The first one is getting my PMP certificate because I want to get a job where I am more utilized, I guess you could say. Like, I'm not the kind of person that is just like good on a fucking desk job. I fucking hate being just a number, I hate not being an
What if you're number
important
one?
person.
What if you're number one?
I am number one in my desk job, and I fucking hate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
not
just-
happy with number one.
Yeah, no, like I'll finish my whole fucking work duties and half the time, and like I'll literally have like 4 hours to fuck around or something like that. I lose my shit. I ask for more responsibilities. They keep giving it to me. I find more efficient ways, and just blah blah blah. Anyways, I want to get into a position where I can apply myself more, where I actually takes like fucking 60 hours a week if I have to, because I like working. I like staying busy, and if I feel like I'm doing something that I'm valued for and like it's something important, then I'm good with that.
I feel like that's pretty reasonable, honestly.
A lot of people at my work look at me like I'm fucking nuts because they like their fucking.
Some people are the worker bees, man.
Yeah, there's people that are content with that job, and I'm just not. I go crazy.
Not that there's anything wrong with those
Sure,
people.
yeah. No. Nothing wrong with content people who just like live a life of mediocrity and like are typically depressed, the office job, that kind of thing. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nope.
Anyways, so I was trying to get a new job right around the time we took a break, because that was like one of my like cop outs. I was like, I just need to focus on like getting a new job here, bro, because I'm like losing my shit, and you're like, okay, let's fucking blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, dope. And then everything that I looked at as far as like project management or account management or any type of management, because my degree is business administration, they required at minimum a bachelor's degree, which is what I have, and then like 5 to 7 years experience in that field. And I was trying to get out of the logistics field. So obviously I don't have that experience in those fields, but they also was like recommended or required was a PMP certification. I'm like, what the fuck? I kept seeing it everywhere I applied. I'm like, what the fuck's a PMP certification? So I looked it up. And I was like, oh shit, this is kind of legit. Like, just to even apply for it, you need to have 4,500 hours of business experience or project management experience and your bachelor's degree, or no bachelor's degree and 7,500 hours of project management experience.
7,500.
Yeah, it's a lot of hours, a lot of work
time, man.
So I started looking at all the requirements and decided to go for it. Like the whole 4,500 hours, like I've never had the title of a project manager, but I've done a lot of project management stuff. Like I was an operations supervisor at one point. At a previous job, I was a lead at the warehouse, and then I handle my own account at where I work now, and that has a lot of project management duties involved in it that I didn't even know about. But once I started like reading the book and the terminology and all that shit, I started like, oh yeah, I already do this shit, but I'm learning the business side of it, so I can be professional. You know what I mean?
The technical side of project management.
Yeah, so that's one of my yearly goals. So I read 30 pages of that today while I was doing my work and shit at work. Also, another yearly goal, getting a house. There you go.
Yeah, last year you got a house for your mom?
Yes, and I didn't learn my lesson.
No,
so I'm getting a house
back
for me.
at it. Looking to go through more stress.
Yeah, and it's actually going a lot more smooth than my mom's because
You haven't seen a single house.
I've seen one tomorrow, bro. As far as like getting pre-approved for a mortgage and all that shit,
Sure.
that's not a problem. You know,
Sure.
credit's Gucci over here on my side, so I'm fine. But I was looking at houses all day as well. I was like talking to the realtor and making sure I have all the paperwork necessary for the pre-approval shit because I need you need a lot of it.
Right.
Like you need like your past couple years of your W-2s, your last year's tax statement, your fucking your 401k quarterly statement, bank statements, all kinds of like shit that you should have. And I had most of it, but some of it I didn't have. Like I didn't have my 2016 W-2, and I have no idea where the fuck it's at. So I'm in the process of recovering it.
It's a ridiculous thing to ask for, also.
I know it's 2019.
Seriously,
I don't
get
know.
your shit together.
Whatever. I'm trying to do it all for the first time homebuyer shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm like revealing too much information. My credit's
Little bit.
Anyways, so I was dealing with that today as well, and then on top of that, like I said, we have a new puppy because my girlfriend finally got what she wanted after 2 years of fucking begging. Bought her a puppy for her birthday, and on Wednesdays he's home alone in the apartment for 3 hours. Every other day we're good. Like we do pretty good with him, I must say, because he does not get into nearly as much shit as like the bad stories you hear about puppies. It's because there's somebody always here. That's why.
True.
Because Sam's here during the day, and they were both here during like the night typically. On Wednesday she has like a double, so she can't, like she's gone from like 10 a.m. until I get home, and I get home at 1. So it's like a 3-hour window where Jax, the puppy, is here by himself, and he's undercover here. He ain't supposed to be here.
Not only are we not supposed to have a puppy before 8 weeks, but we're also just not supposed to have dogs in this apartment.
In general, yeah.
Just at all.
Our lease is up in April, so I was
YOLO!
like, fuck it. You know, I was gonna pay for the like the fee or whatever, but
Be a service dog or
no, just to pay for a
Straight
fee
up
to
fee.
have him like in the
that
apartment.
shit's like $500, bro.
I know, I was gonna pay for it.
That's
like,
not worth it.
I know, but now that I couldn't, regardless, I'm like, fuck it, we'll just take the gamble. Like worst case scenario, they'll ask us if we have a dog first, or like my biggest fear is
It's not much of a question. You can hear that dog barking from the floor.
yeah, my biggest fear is like when we're gone, if he's just howling.
Yeah.
Because then like the first time on a Wednesday I came home, there was a maintenance guy outside in the parking lot, and I was like, my heart fucking dropped. I was like, fuck.
They got him.
Like there was probably in my room, and he's probably like fucking holding my dog because he's having a fucking panic
Muzzling
attack.
him, packaging him up in a bag.
Yeah, so I heard him, went up there, and there was nothing. He was good. He was quiet, nice. He's a good boy. And today when I came home, same thing. He was nice and quiet. I heard him whining a little bit when I walked in the door, and I was like, Jax, and he started like whimpering. And I fucking walk in my room, and all I see is his fucking little head just popped out of the fucking bed, and he's under the bed, and he's trying to crawl out, but he's getting bigger, and his dumb ass still thinks he could fit under there.
What?
But he was trying to get out too fast, so because he was super excited to see me, so he's just fucking like flailing his arms like this. It's fucking hilarious.
Like a zombie?
I got it on my phone. I'll
He's
show
like
you
a
after.
zombie trying to get through a crack or something.
So I like had to like drag him out and all that. So like, long story short, even though it was long,
It was a very
I had a
long
very
story,
long day.
long.
So then like when I came home, I played with the dog, you know, fed him, all that good shit, and then I worked out, and then I also got ready for the podcast, did some prep work, and then I played with the dog more, and then here we are.
Wow.
So yeah, team no sleep.
I really miss those tangents where you start a story about your day, you somehow get into your entire 2019 year, and then
Life
back to the
goals.
day.
And
Back
I
to the
finished
day.
it though.
Yeah, you
I
did.
didn't leave the tangent open ended.
I don't know if I appreciate that more or if that makes it worse. Because that means you know. You know
I
you're
know
on a tangent.
exactly
You
what
got to
I'm
bring it
doing.
right back eventually, but you're just
I'm-
going to continue this 20-minute rant for
I am
fucking
guilty of doing
giggles.
that. Just like when we smoke, when I have the joint,
The microphone.
I have the microphone, all eyes are on me, and I get to speak. And I'll have like a fucking 5-minute story every single time until my friends yell at me that I gotta stop. Because you're a bunch of dicks and you don't support me.
Boo-hoo. We don't support your selfishness.
Yeah, so.
You're
fuck you.
narcissistic motherfucker, aren't you?
So what did you do today?
Today, I actually got to sleep in a little bit because I got a text from my boss at like 6:20 or so. I usually wake up at 6:30 and then I get to work at 7:30. Very reasonable times compared to your bullshit. But my boss says to me, "Be careful on the roads, guys. It's a little icy."
It was icy. I almost fell.
I almost fell as well. I was warned and I almost fucking fell when I actually got out there. She told me to wait until the sun came up so I could see on the road.
That's adorable.
It wasn't just me, it was my whole department. It's only like 5 people, so it's kind of personal, I guess.
Yeah, my supervisor was late too because of the ice. But she wasn't like, she was like, you bitches better be there for that 4 o'clock meeting.
Well, I think she was on time, but she said that we could be late.
That's
So anyways, I ended up going in at like 8:40 or something. So it was bright out. I almost ate shit on the fucking parking lot because it was literally coated in ice.
Yeah, the parking lot's the worst here. I thought I was going to have a hard time getting out of the lot because out of our lot is like a little hill and there's a light there. So if it's red and then it turns green, you got a complete stop and you're trying to fucking go. I've gotten stopped a couple of times where I couldn't reach the light in time. I was so pissed. Ooh.
It is pretty rough.
Yeah, so.
So that was how I was starting my day. I got it to work. I was pretty happy, obviously, because I got to sleep in a little bit. That's always nice. The day went by normal as shit. I didn't do anything super interesting. What am I working on at work? We're redesigning some things at my work. It's my locker, in case you guys don't remember our previous episodes or you have the attention spans like Nick's.
Fucking giving his fucking job a plug without us being sponsored by them. We got to pay
There was
for
an
our own
article.
shit.
There's an article about what I'm talking about right now, so it's already out there. The news is out there. The news has been broken. We're getting an expansion. Multi-million-dollar facility
Your company
increase.
is getting an expansion?
Yes, our building, I should say.
For just my locker or for other companies involved in that building?
Well, there's multiple companies under our umbrella, but we own all of them. It's technically my locker.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we're adding on to our production facility. We're adding this enormous robotic sorter. It's actually the fucking future.
Hey.
It has millions, not millions, thousands of bins in it. You press a button, boom, here comes the bin you just wanted.
You know what?
Little
that sounds
robots
like,
take
though?
it away. What?
Sounds like you guys might need a project manager.
No, we don't. The robot does it for us.
I don't know. You may need somebody to push them buttons.
No, we need the opposite. We need the
Need
worker bees that
somebody to
you are
fucking
talking shit to. Just
kick
standing in there.
everybody's asses.
Bucket,
Get the fuck to
bucket,
work,
bucket.
motherfucker.
That's not necessary at all.
No, I'm a good boss. I don't do that shit.
I actually got, not me, but our office actually got yelled at today by one of those such types. Like, get to work, everybody. But he called us all into the kitchen. Very small place, by the way, like the size of our kitchen.
Who?
It was not the boss, but he's basically the boss.
Okay. What's his job title?
I don't even
Assistant
know.
to the regional
I
manager?
legitimately don't know his job
Is he
title or
Dwight
what
Schrute?
he does there. I don't know what he does there at all.
He sounds like Dwight Schrute.
Something like that, yeah. But he considers himself very important. And he calls us all in the kitchen and he's like, all right, I got a little bit of a gripe here. And he goes over the sink. Like, I don't like this shit in the sink. Just people leaving their shit all over the place. There's water everywhere. I'm being anal. I know. But I expect better.
He dragged all you guys out
All
because
of
of a
us.
dish in the sink.
Some dishes and water around the sink. Such a waste of time. Just send an email, man.
For that's how productivity goes down. But that's what happens in companies like that. You know,
I guess so. So
They don't give a
fuck those managerial types. I'm with the worker bees. I just need someone there collecting bins and shit from the giant Skynet robo sorter bullshit.
That sounds horrible.
And I get to do the layout for the new expansion.
For real? The whole building?
Well,
You like an
that
architect,
side.
bro?
I actually wanted to be an architect when I was younger. That was what I was planning to do. I took some drafting classes in high school. That's why I have some AutoCAD experience. And I told my boss, and he was like, "Cool, you can do the layout for the entire building." I was like, "What? Hang on, what?"
That's dope. That was
I'm
good
not gonna
experience.
say no, yeah.
Good to add to your resume.
Exactly.
When you like
I don't. Actually,
out of there.
I wouldn't have put that on my resume, but I will now.
You should. Why not?
Because then they're going to expect me to do more architectural
So
stuff.
what? You said you wanted to do it, so there you go.
I don't want to do any more. I'm a graphic designer now.
Deal with it, bro.
So that's one interesting thing I'm working on among the millions of super cool shit I do. And then I came home. I knew we were going to do this podcast, but first I needed to release some endorphins or something. And,
By playing a video game?
played some Dota.
I
Fuck
can't
yeah.
be. That cannot be scientifically correct.
It's there, man. There's definitely something there. Why else would we do it?
To
There's
get our mind
there's,
off
at least
of it.
there's at least a touch of dopamine in there. When you win a Halo game, you're saying you don't fucking...
I guess so, because I get pretty hyped when I win
noticed.
Halo.
And you get pretty low
Like
when you
fucking
don't.
50 to 49.
I heard you bitching.
Oh yeah, I was getting
Straight
fucked
up bitching.
That's because I was getting killed by people that are like crouching in corner, like a Brad. Brad, he knows exactly what I'm fucking talking about. If he watches this, because
shit.
he plays Halo like a little bitch, and he knows it. He'll camp in a corner with a shotgun or something, and he'll just sit there and be patient as fuck. And then I was like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But I was like, fool me like 8 times that game because I just got so fucking annoyed, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking killing this guy. And every time you kill me,
him?
that or like it was on Guardian. So like, you know, on top of the sniper tower, they have that fusion coil that just randomly spawns and just blow up.
Just explodes.
Yeah. Like, I would just be camping up there, and it's gone. It's not there. And then all of a sudden, somebody lobs a grenade, and that fucking thing pops at the same time. Yeah, and it's like shit like that happened to me like 3 times in that game, and I was just like, "Fuck, we won," but I went negative, which is not good. I hate going negative, you know.
I am a firm believer that in these kind of competitive games, how you do, even if your opponents are stupid, even if your teammates are cheesing assholes, how you do is on you. You got to do better. You got to know when that thing spawns.
Dog, hell no. Maybe if you're like,
to a lesser extent in Halo, but I mean, fuck that. It's a fucking deathmatch game.
Halo is a team game.
It's a deathmatch.
It's 1,000% a
literally
team game.
a deathmatch.
It don't matter.
Talk to me, a Dota player, about a team game, bro.
Listen, you could have one of the best players. You can have any pro.
Okay.
Roy.
Any pro.
Ogre 2.
And he would have
Postola.
lost that game?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
You can have any pro with 3 people that suck dick. And then you can have 4 just regular 50s in Halo. Like me and 3 other people.
Are you playing any 50s in Halo right now?
No, but I'm not a pro.
No, you're not. But you
said,
can do better, right? You have a ceiling that's up there.
Your whole tangent was
that you can do better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
you're
it's
not
a team
pro.
sport.
You're
so
not facing 50s.
A pro will still lose.
To 50s?
Yeah.
But
a pro will fuck a 50 up 1-on-1, 15-0. No problem. Absolutely no problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, man.
And you're right. I could have done better that game. 1,000%. I'm not denying that.
You did deny that.
But I'm also saying there's times where you can go fucking 30 kills with 10 assists and 4 deaths, and I still lose. And you're a witness to that.
But you went negative and you lost.
I won.
Oh. Well, what the fuck are you bitching about, man?
48.
Ridiculous. You're an unbelievable person. Okay, so that was my day. Played some Dota, and then we went right back into this.
We're in the gaming corner.
No, we're not. I'm not done. We're going to
go
over your goals for 2019?
Oh, I didn't know you had goals for 2019.
I didn't.
Excuse me.
I wrote these down today. My goal for 2019, big goal, my overarching goal.
See how many dicks you can suck in a day?
No, just to be happy. Just to be happy. Yeah.
I like that.
I'm taking your bullshit negative nonsense. I'm going to throw some positive at the folks out there. I'm just going to be happy. Whatever it takes, positivity in negative situations, getting out of my comfort zone, finding a better co-host, things like that. I have been exercising to keep myself buff. I've been focusing on work. That landed me a bonus, actually.
I know. That was nice.
Pretty dope. First bonus I've ever gotten in my whole life. Despite my millions of dollars I make, obviously that's not a bonus.
Bonus or a raise?
Bonus, baby.
You got a raise.
And a raise.
I thought your bonus was like a Christmas raise or some shit.
It was around the
Christmas
holiday.
bonus.
It was around holiday time, but
was it because of Christmas?
Like I said, it wasn't. He didn't say, "Hey, Merry Christmas." He just said, "Hey, you're doing a good job. We're going to give you a raise and a bonus."
Did they give other people bonuses for the exact
They said
same
we're
amount?
not giving everybody bonus, so don't say anything about it.
I bet you they said that to like half the people that got bonuses.
It was a hefty bonus. I'd be surprised if you gave it to everybody.
Yeah, but that's cool though. You should be proud of that.
I am proud of that.
Good.
Thank you, buddy.
And as far as the happy thing goes, that's a good fucking goal.
I think so. Yeah. I think I do have like a fear of negative outcomes that stops me from doing things that maybe would make me happy or could make me happy, but things like talking to new people, trying new opportunities. Kicking you out of our apartment because I don't want to hurt your feelings. Find a new co-host.
Kick me out of the apartment.
Things like that.
The apartment would be dead without me. Let's be real.
I get stopped by a fear of failure because he's a very stubborn person. There's no way he's gonna move anywhere without him wanting to do it. So
I'm your guy. If you're talking about fear of failure,
I know.
I can fucking motivate motherfucker to an extent.
I know it.
So. You shouldn't kick me out, bro. If anything, you should move into my house and I can say, "Bitch,
I'm literally in your house.
Get the fuck out of my house."
Currently living
as
in your
soon
house.
as you move into it.
Wow. Pretty awful. Okay, so we are in the game corner.
Yes.
We're talking about Halo, Dota.
No.
You have something in mind?
Yes.
Oh. Let me hit you with something first, but it's on my mind. I didn't write it down in my notes. I will forget it if I don't get it.
If it's my topic, I'm fucking throwing something.
I actually only took a slight peek at your notes this time. I didn't completely look them over.
Oh my God.
But I have no idea what you're going to talk about. So, what I'm talking about is news that came out earlier in the week. Bungie, they made Halo.
Yes, I know that. Jesus Christ.
Got so offended. They have split from Activision, their publisher. I'm not sure if that.
I didn't know that they were their publisher.
Yeah, you know that now. So they're kind of in the market for an owner, quote unquote. People are speculating maybe Sony, makers of the
Fuck.
PlayStation.
So could Halo be on PlayStation?
It won't be Halo. Halo has been taken over by 343. I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
you've
that's
noticed.
right. Yeah, 343 Industries.
So Bungie typically makes just Destiny right now.
Mhm.
That's what they're focusing on, Destiny 2, and Activision helped them publish
Is-
that out to everybody.
is Destiny only Xbox?
No, I have it on PC.
So it's probably on PlayStation.
It might be Microsoft only, PC, Xbox. So I could see him getting bought by Microsoft in that sense, but I mean, if Sony got him and they
If
made like a
Microsoft
PlayStation
bought 'em.
only, fuck man,
I
if
would-
Microsoft got him, maybe they
Fuck that,
do
dude.
some Halo shit.
I don't think that's a good idea for Sony because PlayStation has never been the console for competitive gaming.
Exactly. So what do?
They're just gonna try
you
to
bring
take
in the
over that
experts.
market?
You just bring in the experts, and you get one of them.
It's risky. I
There's
don't
one
know.
FPS out there.
Those controllers are small as shit, bro.
There's literally they're
Fucking
not small as
retarded.
shit. They are ergonomic.
They're fucking.
You don't have big hands. You don't have to worry
they're-
about it, big homie.
They're ergonomically retarded.
That's bullshit.
It's not
And
bullshit.
you know it.
Xbox controllers 1,000 times better, and it's more competitive on Xbox. But I guess that could bring more competitiveness in the PlayStation. But
Yeah.
now is it too late to get in the game now?
No, it's not too late. It's never too late. Literally, never. It's the gaming industry. It's changing on
You know
the
what
fly.
they should do?
What?
They should just like remake Halo Master Chief Collection, but do it the right way the first time. Maybe do like Halo Infinite with it, like combine them all, put that on PlayStation.
Once again, 343 is doing Halo Infinite. They
Piss
can't.
off.
Bungy's not just gonna take it.
Why the fuck
Like that's
not?
mine.
It's
It's
on
my
Sony.
IP, bro.
they can make something very fucking
Especially because it's
similar.
on Sony. Because 343 is owned by Microsoft. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, that's correct.
So why would they let
Because Halo's
Sony do
amazing.
that?
That's why, and it needs to be on every console.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you that we need more games on cross-platform shit. Fortnite is helping do a lot with that. I mean, you can play with your games. You can play with your friends on your PC, on your phone, on your Xbox, all at one time. So getting more of that.
At Fortnite,
We played literally one time,
like
and you quit immediately.
played like 5 games and I died.
we play
in the
5
beginning of like every single one?
That's because you're a slow learner. All right, what was your gaming thing?
That's true. My gaming thing was our
really
Pokemon
Oh shit!
situation we got going over here.
Shit! It's been a long
So,
time since we've done any kind of gaming corner. So
Yes. Well, another thing that we did on our break was we decided to pleasure ourselves
oh,
and purchase. Take that for what it's worth. Purchase a Nintendo Switch, and we got Pokemon Eevee as part of it.
mm-hmm.
And all of our friends are just as nerdy as us, and they want that nostalgia to play the fucking Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm.
And we all decided to fucking have our own gym battles.
I can tell you're like grimacing. You hate how nerdy we are.
No, I don't. That's not true. I just don't know how to
Really?
explain it as well as you because you like literally wrote it out.
Oh, I did. I didn't write it out. Martin wrote it out.
Oh well, you fucking did the graphics or whatever. Anyways,
did.
so like our friend Martin got like all the 8 badges. There's 8 badges,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have like level limits for each badge.
Right. So the first badge, like in the game, is up to level 13 or so. So only
Yeah.
your Pokemon can only be up to level 13, but your rock types can be a little stronger because it's a rock gym.
Yeah, so you'd be 1 level higher.
Yeah.
And we fucking filled the contract out because that's the fucking
It's
nerdiness
legit.
of,
It's legit.
of the rest of the gang.
Too legit.
And we had the first battle. What we did not fucking tell Martin that he can't be John Jones.
So in Pokemon Let's Go, they replaced some of the traditional leveling up your Pokemon bullshit with candies. So you catch a shit ton of
Yeah.
Pokemon, you get a shit ton of candies, you feed candies to the Pokemon, they get stronger.
Steroids.
They're steroids. So
Steroids for your dogfighting.
one of our competitors, he will remain nameless even though we already
Martin.
said his name multiple times, he loaded up his Pokemon. They are some straight up bodybuilders.
He did a John Jones. He played the system. USADA couldn't fucking prove
I didn't
it.
know. I didn't know it was in the rules.
He said that he didn't know, but then before the fucking battles, we were like, "Hey, bro,
Can we
why,
look at him?
Why don't
Let's
you
just
just let
take a
us
look."
look at your Pokemon?
We'll do it after.
We'll look at it after. No big deal. We fucking didn't even kill one Pokemon. Neither one of us.
I
got-
killed one.
Oh, you killed one.
Among all of us, we killed one.
Yes, out of all of us, we killed one Pokemon. And his level 13, what was that?
It's a
Nidoran?
Nidoran, yeah.
Nidoran was equivalent to like a level 38.
Yep.
38 Pokemon.
That
And
thing was beefy. It was a Yoel Romero of
no, it was a John Jones,
Nidorans.
bro.
Who's stronger?
John Jones.
John Jones is stronger than Yoel Romero?
1,000%. He's
Like
bigger.
physically stronger?
Yes, he may not be what Yoel Romero weighs compared to how much he can lift at his weight. That may be like statistically better than what John is. But if you put John Jones and Yoel in a lifting competition, John's gonna smoke him, guaranteed. He's bigger, dude. He's just bigger.
I'd have to see that. I think
Yoel's like short compared to John.
he is short.
He fights at 185. John could be a heavyweight.
Guess so.
You know? Yeah.
Whatever.
That's one good thing. That's the only fucking good thing you hear me say positive about John Jones. I fucking
He's
hate
big.
that guy. He's strong. He's lengthy. He's an amazing fighter, but he's a cheat, and I don't give a fuck.
He's a cheat.
Yeah, so we can talk about that later. Pokemon, the next one that we're going to have is next week, and that's for the water badge.
But we put a stop to that shit. We made our own little Pokemon USADA. No more steroids in this bitch.
Yeah.
We said no candies at all.
No more TRT VTORs.
Absolutely not. I mean, we had to use some of them ourselves, but once you looked at the numbers afterwards of how many candies you use, it was astronomically larger.
Me and you had like a rule, like we were gonna have it to where like the candies are where it takes 5 candies to level them up, and we're gonna stop
Because it
He
goes
was at,
up every
like,
candy you use.
Sure, and if they play the game, they're gonna notice.
Yeah.
But if not, then
Fuck
fucking
you.
buy the game.
Fuck you. Sorry.
He was at the level of like what was it, 17?
Yes.
To level him up.
Needs
Yeah.
17.
So
he had like 700 candies just chilling in his
he done
inventory.
fucking cheated, and the only reason why he worked that fucking hard is because
we
whoop
beat him
his
every other
ass.
time.
We whoop his ass when it's fair, and I think it bothers him, especially that I beat him because I don't know the weaknesses as well as you guys do.
It's true.
So that definitely has to bother him. Like if Ed came over here out of nowhere, another one of our friends, and we play Halo. And he used to be a G at Halo, like amazing. Like he could have went pro if he wanted to. If he just came over right now and just whooped my ass in Halo, even though he hasn't played, I'd be a little salty. He probably
You'd
would.
be practicing more the next few days.
Yes, I would. Especially if I knew he was coming over, I'd be fucking practicing a lot just
I'm
so I
gonna
could
show him.
Ooh, I can get over that little mental hurdle I had when I was a kid.
And then you'd lose again, probably.
Yeah, then I have a broken heart and shit. I got to build myself back up. But
That's games for you.
it's life.
So we'll see how Martin does without his steroids.
What's the level on this one? 20?
20. Yep. It's a water gym.
Yeah, I have not gotten any Pokemon yet.
I haven't even played it since that catastrophe.
I know. I've thought about it a couple of times, but I'm just like,
That's a catastrophe.
we'll see. I was gonna wait till like. 'Cause
We're supposed to do it like this Sunday, you know.
No, next Sunday.
You're right. 27th.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, next week I got time. This week is just hustle with the house and shit, do adult shit.
You forgot. You forgot what it was, didn't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Okay. I'm happy with that gaming topic. I'm cool with it.
do you have anything? I mean, that's kind of like your deal.
Oh, I've got a lot.
Oh Jesus.
Like I said, we've been away for a while, haven't we? It's been a whole year,
you
technically.
don't got to talk about everything that happened in those 2
Whole
months.
year. I'm going to go January 2018 down to December 2018. We're talking about every gaming thing that ever happened. That's a joke. I'm not going to do all of that. But I will
might
go
walk
over
away.
the best games of 2018. In case you didn't know, there's
Zelda?
What?
Or is that 2017?
What?
Zelda.
Zelda was 2017.
Okay, go on. No.
Not here.
No
Not
spoilers.
relevant, even though you've never played it. I'm trying to stick up for it.
I bet you I beat it before you.
I'm already way further than you.
Yeah,
Because
still
you
beat
haven't
ya.
played it.
I'm a Zelda.
Anyways.
OG.
So, in case you guys don't know about the Game Awards, as basically like your I can't think of any movie awards shows.
Oscars?
That was the O one. I was like, oh. It starts with an O. Couldn't get it. Something like the Oscars, except for video games. It's hosted.
There's multiple of them, right?
There's a lot of them.
So is there like one major one?
This one is starting to like break itself out as the big boy.
What is it called?
The Game Awards.
Just that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The Game Awards. It's hosted by Jeff Keighley. He's a super cool gaming guy, been in the industry for a long time. All the big execs from all the big companies come, and they'll show off new games. There was like 20-something new games announced during the Game Awards, and that made it a really big deal. So
Halo Infinite and all, a topic? Had to have been.
it was not.
Like a little spoiler.
There was a little bit of Dragon Age, which was awesome. Dragon Age is one of my favorite series. You know nothing about it. Mortal
Like
Kombat.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
Like one of those kind of games?
Yeah. A little more story-oriented, though. What'd I say? Story-oriented?
Story-oriented. It made sense to me.
I know, story-oriented. I like that. But they also do a shit ton of actual game categories, like best multiplayer game, best game, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go over a little bit of that with you so you can actually know what was good in 2018 and maybe get a little bit inside of what's going to happen in 2019.
What are some of the topics? I'm going to guess.
Okay, I'll name each topic and I'll have you guess what the game is.
I'm about to get at least one of them right.
You are going to get at least one of them right. At least 2, I think, actually.
Okay.
I got high hopes for you. We're going to see. Best multiplayer game.
Is Fortnite the answer?
Is that your guess?
I hope not.
So
Yes,
your
that's
guess.
my guess.
Winner is Fortnite. It's unsurprising, really. We got
Yeah.
like 8.3 million concurrent players. That's like at one time. 8.3 million.
That's a lot.
That's more than our state, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not.
Or do we have like 200 million?
I don't think we have
I don't know.
Your
Population.
fucking range was kind of ridiculous right there.
It's one of those. I thought our population in Michigan was like 3 million or something. Or maybe that's Detroit.
You went from 8
no
to
idea.
200 and then down to 3. We're at 9.962 in 2017.
So 8 mil fucking talking
You're not
shit.
accounting all of the fucking people that aren't counted on the consensus forms or whatever. So we get what, 12 million?
Fine, whatever. 8.3 concurrent players, about the population of what? Tennessee?
Dog, I'm not looking up states to find
Right,
this
we don't
shit
have
out.
to- We have to play that game. But
A lot of motherfuckers.
the reason I say 200 million is because they've had 200 million total players, which is absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
An estimated revenue of like $1 billion, literally. It was supported by Epic Games, who this year is doing an actual lot for the gaming
How
industry.
much of the popularity of Fortnite do you think is because of Twitch streamers? I feel like that's
majority of
I
it.
think that's what keeps it
Absolutely majority
going,
of it,
or
yeah.
else it would have been like a fad by now. Like it would have been done and over with. That's how I personally feel. Because the game, there's not that much to it. It's
Yeah.
the same shit every fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, Halo, that's kind of the same, but there's different matchmakings, there's different maps, there's different game types and shit, and it's all the same for Fortnite, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
It's pretty much all the same, except, where you land, what items you end up getting.
But it's like the same map every time, just randomized items.
Yeah, it's basically like a training ground, basically, for how good you
Yeah.
can get at the game that you're training for, which
Right.
I mean, it's kind of redundant. But, I mean, the game actually started wasn't a battle royale at all. It wasn't this competitive thing. It has a story mode. Which
Oh, it does?
Yeah, that was what it started
Never mind, I was
as, some
talking
kind
shit.
of story building game. And it was nothing then. And then they released this battle royale mode to try to keep up with PUBG.
And it went crazy.
And then Ninja started playing it.
That's what made Halo fucking boom, was the multiplayer. The story was good, but
Sure.
it wasn't no fucking
Sure.
crazy fucking story. That's
Now I
worth
think Halo
buying it.
Infinite's not even going to have a story. Wait, or was it the opposite?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Good
get
boy.
right there. Our next award, Best Fighting Game.
Fighting. When you say fighting,
Fighting game. I'm talking
like a Tekken kind of game.
Street Fighter. Actual
Should I know
competitive
this?
fighting games. I'm pretty sure you've seen me play it. I'm pretty sure we've played
Smash
it.
Bros.
It technically was not available because it was announced at the Game Awards.
We've played it.
I think we've played it. We played it with the gang. I know that much. I don't know if you were here or not, though. It's Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I did not play that at all.
What? Seriously? The Dragon
No.
Ball fighting game?
I would not have guessed that. I was like, what the fuck game did we play? That's a fighting game.
I think it's super exciting. It's not like, the biggest game in the world, but Dragon Ball Z is fucking awesome. And
Yeah, sure.
It's a quality competitive game, actually.
I've just never been like a huge,
Competitive fighting game.
yeah. I liked Tekken back in the day, and I played him, but I just didn't play him like religiously. I
Yeah.
never played him against other people. I just always played,
computer.
Yeah.
And lose. Yeah.
Because it's like, back in the day, poor, no internet kind of thing, Ha ha ha.
Yeah. Okay.
What's
one.
next topics?
Best RPG.
Best role playing game.
Yep.
God
You're
of
not.
War.
I realize you're not going to get any of these. That's not an RPG.
What?
That is an action adventure game.
So is that the best action adventure game?
This shouldn't have said that. Whatever.
You literally looked at.
I
your
did.
fucking
I knew.
tab.
I knew that would be a tell. Damn it.
What's a role playing game? Like, what's an example?
Fallout, Skyrim. Those are role playing games. What's one that works with this?
So would it be
Like a
Red Dead Redemption? Is that a role playing game?
No, that is action adventure as well. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know then.
Legend of Zelda, I'm pretty sure, is a role playing game. Things where you can control your
It's-
character, and it's about your character, and you can diversify, customize yourself.
But those other games like Skyrim and that, what you say or how you act directly changes the story of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part?
You're,
is that
in the role.
classified as a role playing game? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't. Then Zelda wouldn't be a role playing game unless how the
But
new
you
ones are.
customize your build. No, I guess you don't. You kind of do now, but you don't.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
did
the
back
new
then.
one. But what is it, motherfucker?
It's Monster Hunter World. There's no chance you're gonna guess it. I don't even know why I drag it out that much. Wouldn't be my choice, honestly. I would probably go with
Detroit.
That's not an RPG.
Fuck.
That's more of like a adventure simulation type thing.
I don't know what
It's
RPG
good.
is.
No, you clearly don't. I would have gone with Octopath Traveler. That's a Switch game that we do own.
That I've never seen and play. Or I've never played.
That's because I play it handheld and I go in my room because I know you don't appreciate RPGs, and now I know why because you have no idea what they are. Or Pillars of Eternity 2. That was a great sequel that came out. I haven't finished the first one yet. I've been trying to do that.
Is that a computer game?
It is a computer game. Yep. I think it's on Xbox as well, though.
Hmm.
But I've spent less than 20 hours on all those games. So what do I know? Monster Hunter World.
That's what he does.
I do.
20 hours on average a game, then he goes on to a new one.
I lack commitment. Best action adventure game.
I'm actually surprised God of War beat Red Dead, if I'm being honest.
Red Dead won a lot of awards, and we'll get to that next. But yeah,
God of War was amazing, though.
It was amazing.
I still haven't beat that
haven't
game.
finished it. Yeah, trying to talk shit to me.
I mean,
I haven't finished Spider-Man either.
I'm almost done with Spider-Man.
When was the last time you played it?
Don't worry about it.
That's what I thought.
When we got the Switch.
Right. Can't blame us for that. God of War is probably my favorite.
Over
honestly,
Red Dead?
Over Red Dead, yeah.
Wow.
It's like a quality father-son drama with some serious action sequences in there. Make you feel like Thor. The cinematography, it's like one shot from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. Cinematics, action sequences, all of it.
The game's
one shot.
fucking amazing.
It really is.
And I cannot believe that it's in like Thor's realm. Like I don't know like
all the
everything
gods,
that you
man.
know about it. Like I know you know the whole thing, but I don't. So like I'm like low key. You see what I did there? Super excited to see Thor and shit. Like I hope he's in it. If not, I'm gonna be like fuck.
Sick reference.
All I know is that if Thor don't have his fucking big ass hammer in the game, or he fuck Thanos up, then what is he doing against?
That wasn't a hammer, it was an axe.
Who do you think would win? Thanos or Kratos?
Kratos.
Infinity Gauntlet.
Loki says to Thanos, "You will never be a god."
Is Kratos a god?
Kratos is a god.
He's not demigod, right?
He's literally a god.
Isn't it like demigod, like
He's
a half
God.
god? Half god?
God.
Whatever, man.
You think Hercules is a demigod because he has a god parent and a human non-parent.
That's Kratos.
Kratos is a straight up god. I'm mostly sure.
No.
Google it.
I am.
We're Googling. I'm going to go to the next
Kratos' parents.
next award, Best Game Direction.
Nope, too late. He
God of
learned
War.
from a dying Athena that Zeus is in fact his father.
Boom.
His father.
Yep.
A fact Zeus kept secret because he wished to avoid a repetition of what he did to his own father, Kronos. Kratos rejected any notion of a relationship and vowed to kill Zeus and destroy Olympus, which he did.
Okay, who's his mom now?
I'm about to look that up. Kratos' mother.
So God of War also won Best Game Direction, which, like I said, the cinematography, that one shot nonsense was amazing.
Callisto? Callisto.
Callisto.
Callisto was the Spartan woman and mother of Kratos and Deimos and was one of Zeus's many lovers. So he's a demigod, bitch. And Zeus is a fucking whore.
Zeus is a whore.
I respect that. Though.
Most of the issues in the ancient Greek world because of Zeus.
If you're a fucking god and you're the best god,
literally
you're
number one.
Fucking everything. That's like the lion that's the king of the jungle. You fuck all the bitches. That's just how it works. That's the circle of life. If you try to argue with that, you're never going to get anywhere. Fuck all this. No, I'm not even going to say it.
Okay, all right. Anyway. So I could go through the next few awards, but I'm just going to say the awards that Red Dead Redemption 2 won. Sure. Because there's a few of them. Actually, maybe you can guess them. Can you guess what awards? You're not going to know all
I
the
don't know all the
categories. You don't know all the categories.
Best cinematography, you mean?
I literally just said it. That's what Game of War. God of War just won.
No.
Best Game
You said
Direction.
Best action and adventure.
And Best Game Direction while you were looking up things.
So God of War won too, then.
One more than that.
Good. So what the fucking...
Red Dead Redemption 2, it won Best Narrative, which is like your story. Best Music.
I know what narrative is.
Best music. I'm explaining it for everybody, man.
Best
You're not the only one
music?
here. Best Music.
God of War had some dope fucking music.
It did, but I think Red Dead had a much more wide variety, and there was actually a live performance at the Game Awards, and it was incredible.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
No ifs, ands, about it.
I'm not arguing against Red Dead.
You literally were.
I like it. It's a dope game, even though I've never played it. I've just watched you play it, and I've seen a bunch of shit on YouTube.
Yeah. Best Audio Design, kind of the same vein. The game's just so detailed. You can hear the poop sloshing out of a horse's butthole.
You can hear pigs flailing when Dawn just fucking murders them for no goddamn reason.
It wasn't for no reason. I killed the owner. They would have died slowly. If I didn't put them out of the misery.
He stabbed one. He forgot
it ran
which
away.
one he stabbed, so he decided to kill them all. It's the logical thing to do.
Listen, we've told the story. Don't even embarrass me again. And it also won Best Actor Performance. The lead actor, Arthur Morgan. Sounds pretty cool.
That's an actor?
Live motion capture
So that was the actual
performances,
person?
yes.
So who is that in real life?
Fuck. I should know his name, but I don't.
It'd been dope if it was homeboy who played Thanos and Cable, because that kind of
Why
looks
would
like
it
him.
be Josh Brolin, bro?
He was hustling in 2018.
He'd be in Red Dead Redemption.
he was
You're a psycho.
He was hustling.
You're ridiculous. All right.
Did Spider-Man win anything?
Didn't win shit.
Seriously?
It was like third in all the categories.
Because of God
of War and Red Dead, yeah. How
I
you
can see
compete?
that. Spider-Man was
It's a dope game.
though.
Best superhero game.
But it's a fun game. Those are like more like award-winning games. Like there's award-winning movies and there's fun movies.
Yeah, like The Revenant, that's a Golden Globe winner. But like Sausage Party, it's a fun fucking movie.
I guess I'm glad you compared Spider-Man to Sausage Party.
Basically.
Speaking of Spider-Man,
tights.
dude, the segues are just unreal this episode.
Seriously. We came back with a vengeance.
The Spider-Man trailer just came out, which you watched.
Far From Home?
Yes.
I did watch it.
And for the folks at home, you guys just got to watch it on your own. But
I'm not
basically,
gonna fucking show it to them.
yeah, no, that's like copyright shit.
Exactly.
Anyways, do you want me to like tell you any of my theories on it?
Your theories, because they do show Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio at the end of the trailer.
Yeah, with the dope fishbowl at the end.
They actually showed the fishbowl? I actually
Yeah, you
didn't
see that?
I didn't see the fishbowl.
Yeah, when he's like fighting the big ass water elemental fucking person thing.
Yeah. I didn't know if he was making that. I don't really know Mysterio's powers.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the, what are they
I'll
called?
tell you.
What are they called?
The Sinister Six.
Sinister Six. I don't know very much about them.
So I've heard a bunch of different rumors for this fucking movie. First rumor was that the Sinister Six is in it, which would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
The
yeah.
Sinister Six, off the top of my head, Electro, Sandman, Mysterio,
Venom.
no, Doc Ock, no Venom, Doc Ock, Vulture,
Green Goblin?
and
No Green Goblin?
no,
The fuck, man.
Craven, the fucking lion guy. The fuck.
Yeah, I have
that
no
guy.
idea who
Him
that
or
is.
Shocker. It's one of the other two. One of the two.
I doubt it's Shocker. He's dead already.
In the movie?
He killed him in the first movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both of them.
Well, then it's Craven. Anyways, they're supposed to be in it, and I also heard like you see like the big water elemental thing. I heard that that's supposed to be a Hydro Man or whatever the fuck his name is. Hydro. Do you remember who he is?
Name sounds familiar.
I had a superhero of him, like little action figures.
Yeah, an action figure, Hydro.
I had an action figure of Hydro that was part Hydro and part Venom. Because Venom took over Hydro at one point, like the symbiote, and he was fucking OP. So, like, he was dope, dude. He had, like, the water fucking guns as hands, and the rest of his body was, like, Venom.
Dude, did the action figure actually have, like, a little water gun hand?
Dog, he had a big-ass fucking ice fist that you could press a button and shoot out.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty
cool.
dope. For, like, back in the 90s. And I heard this theory that that's Hydro. And then also, I've also heard that there was this big sand elemental, and that fucker looked like Sandman. So,
Interesting.
who knows what's going on with that? I also heard that those elementals are creations of Mysterio.
That's sort of the vibe that
That's
I
what
got.
I'm thinking, because at the end of the trailer, it shows Mysterio trying to be like a good guy, and he's like fucking the elementals up. So I think the trailer kind of led people on that it's supposed to be like this like crazy action-packed movie, like shit just hits the fan in Europe when he's on fucking vacation and he's just trying to like
Live his life.
survive it and like try to like stop it. It's gonna be like a crime investigation almost. Like they're gonna try to
Really?
get down to the bottom of it. That's what
Detective Spider-Man.
Detective Spider-Man with Nick Fury.
They do
Because
Nick Fury, yeah.
yes, because Mysterio is gonna be making all these creations and they're gonna have to figure out who's making them, how
Maybe
they're coming
Mysterio
from.
helps them along the way.
Yeah, he tries to be a good guy. Like in the comics, when he first came on board, he went to J. Jonah Jameson and was like
real hero of the story.
yeah, he was showing like going to him trying to prove Spider-Man was bad because he was making these illusions of Spider-Man doing fucked up shit, and it was him defeating Spider-Man every single time. He just got away, shit like that. So it's gonna be something similar, and I think it's gonna like have like a little spin on people, it's like a 180 in the movie, which is dope because Jake Gyllenhaal is an amazing actor.
It's true.
And if you've seen him in what's that movie where he was doing the recording shit. And he's a Nightcrawler. If you see him in Nightcrawler, that type of personality, I feel like he's gonna have something similar with Mysterio because he's like a fucking schizophrenic. He's fucked up in the head. He thinks he's a good guy, or he's trying to justify his actions and portray himself as a good guy.
Right.
But he does evil shit. His morals are fucked up. So it's gonna be a dope movie. It looks fucking awesome.
So apologies to anybody who just heard that, and now
Spoiler!
you're not going to be 180'd. You
Hey,
spoiled Marvel
If
shit.
we hit it, then we got it right, though. That's a
That's
good
true.
thing.
Props to us. Anyway, that was a good tangent. Game of the year. Who do you think won?
Game of the year. Red Dead.
It's God of War.
It was God of War.
God of War.
I'm happy God of War won. But I
Game-
thought Red Dead would win.
Game of the year. I also wholeheartedly expected Red Dead to win. I'm very surprised.
That game was popular as fuck.
I mean,
Dude,
yeah.
Cowboy was talking about that shit.
I'm very surprised
Cowboy
that he
Cerrone.
wouldn't. I'd be surprised if he
They
wouldn't.
should have sponsored him for real.
He should have been in the game.
That's what I'm saying.
Conor McGregor got put in that Call of Duty once. That was a shit game.
Oh
but
yeah, I forgot about that.
I tried playing. I saw Conor like once, but
Did you?
game was trash. So
Yeah, dude, I haven't played a Call of Duty since like Black Ops, but I was a G at Black Ops.
Of course you were.
Like, and like you know how like they had the rankings, and the rankings weren't like all time. It was like the rankings of like a specific time frame, and I was always in the top 50 in the world. And what's that? It's not Team Deathmatch. It's the one where you have the bomb and you only have one life. I don't know if you ever played it. It was like a competitive one. It's like 6v6 and you have one life each round. And like you're either defending or you're capturing each round. People were probably fucking so mad at me right now.
Top 50 in the world. Don't even know the game modes.
I forget what it was, but I was a G at it because I was running with my AK-74 U or whatever it was called, and I was just good with it. Just fuck up like 3 people each round, like blah 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 blah. And then I was playing with Ed too, so I wasn't worried that I had to carry the team because if I went down, I knew Ed would fucking win. There's so many times I've played with Ed at Modern Warfare 2, and it'd be 1v6, like just him by himself, and he'd fucking clutch it quite a few times. Like I'm over here hyping him up. He's a G at games.
You really are. The second time you've given him
Telling
such
you.
props.
I'm telling you.
No one knows who he is. No one's ever going to see him play or experience any of
Yeah,
it.
don't say never.
I guess so.
Don't say never.
We could pick up more streaming. I'm planning on picking up Dota 2 a lot more because
Oh, are you going to bring that back up?
I'm going to bring it back up. The new ranked season is about to start, so I'll basically do exactly what I did the last one,
It's
except
kind of like what I was just talking about.
I won't quit on it immediately after 3 games of losing. I didn't lose all of them. I lost 2 out of 3. I was like, why? Why would everyone even watch me lose? But I think I'm actually getting
It's about
better.
the entertainment too, bro.
Exactly. I think I've been taking my losses really well lately because, like I said before, when we were talking about Halo,
Or don't.
I think I could do better.
People like rage quitting, bro.
Nah, that's true. Baby rage could be a
Doc,
thing.
there's a punching bag behind you guys. Every time I lose that very important Halo game, I get so fucking frustrated. I jump up and I go running to it and I hit it and I start jumping like a little kid, like, oh my god! And then I fucking get over it, or I fucking rage quit and I'll like slam my door and then like Sam will come in there and make fun of me. Did you get mad over a video game? Just
And you can't talk shit because you did.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. Speaking of the devil, she's
There's a
right
little puppy over here as well.
Yes,
Yes,
I
we
do.
do.
You're doing a very good job of keeping him quiet, babe.
Oh, you just noticed we're over here. Hi, buddy. Hi. You gonna come over here? Oh God.
Little cameo.
Hello. Oh, yes.
Say hi. You want to say
Super
anything to the
antsy.
mic? Do you want to say anything to everybody?
Say something.
Don't
He's
lick
licking
it.
it. All right.
Lick it down.
Oops. Just dropped him on his.
Dog abuse.
He's
Call the cops.
He does it to himself all the time. Couldn't get a firm grip on him. Classic.
Go play with your mama. Go play with your mama. All right, sit there. Just don't be a nuisance.
He's gonna be a nuisance.
He's gonna bite my feet.
Yep.
I'll kick him. I will.
So yeah, maybe positivity in those losses will help me be a little more entertaining when that does happen. But yeah, that'll be something to look out for. Once again, that's on our PNAcast YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll pick up some more games. Sea of
Sea
Thieves
Thieves. I
has
was
been
thinking
picking
about
up
that.
some traction.
Or maybe we could, if the Pokemon get some traction, we could like record the battles. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know about that.
I'm just leaning no because of the fucking ugly face he made right there. But I thought it'd be cool, but I guess I'm wrong.
You're wrong, like usual.
You
So,
done
yeah.
with your games, bro?
It was gaming corner. I played a lot of games over our break, man. A lot of games. Didn't finish a single one, but I played a lot of them. Played Red
played
Dead,
Red Dead, Smash,
Spider-Man,
Pokemon,
Smash, Legend of Zelda,
Spider-Man,
Breath of Wild,
Legend of Zelda, Breath of Wild, Octopath Traveler.
XCOM 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Octopath Traveler, Divinity 2, Pokemon, Dota.
Did you write the notes of how many games you played?
There was a lot of them, like I said. I even wrote down percentages, how far I got in each one. Red Dead, 30%. Spider-Man, 70%. Breath of the Wild, like 10.
I was gonna say, is there like a trend of like this?
This is going straight now.
30%, 30%, 30%, 30%.
The games that I'm more interested in are the ones I spend the most time on. That's not surprising at all. Right now, it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey, actually.
Yeah,
I stayed away from it. It's the one in fucking Greece. You're a Spartan, which is...
I never
I
played.
didn't realize.
I played.
Any of them?
I've played. I never finished any of them. I've only played one for like maybe like an hour.
Have I ever finished one? I actually don't think I have.
Jesus
I
Christ.
played a
dude.
lot of them. I played the first, second, didn't play third. Kind of got tired of the formula.
It's like the same thing.
Same thing
just
over and over
different
again.
like historical time.
Right. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they changed.
I guess that's what God of War is, but they're like
No, they
enhancing it.
changed things a lot. It's God of War now, PS4 is very different from God of War 3.
How so?
Mucho differento. It's more focused on the story and the characters. It's obviously, you have that one-shot thing, whereas
Well, yeah. But I'm
God
saying,
of War
like,
3 is a lot of,
improving it.
like...
But
yeah,
it's
they are
it's
improving
like
it.
a similar story though. It's just like a different kind of story. but it's a similar as in you're Kratos every time fucking up some gods.
Right, but Assassin's Creed, it's literally the same. Like, you're assassinate someone, go to a tower. Assassinate the next person, go to a tower.
Why do you gotta go to a tower?
Because it, like, unlocks the area. You go to a tower and unlock the area.
You unlock the area?
You unlock the area.
I've never unlocked
You clearly just never played the games at all.
area.
Nope. So, yeah.
You done now? Are you done now?
So, if you want to see more video games, make sure you go to PNAcast YouTube. Some Dota 2, some Sea of Thieves.
YouTube.com/PNAcast.
I don't know if that's actually the URL.
You fucking
Just go to our website. Oh, shit's there.
YouTube.com.
You're gonna go there?
PNAcast.
I'm thinking to call the Dota series How to Suck at Dota.
Don't do that. It's not there. It's a monkey holding a magnifying glass. Microphone.
MailChimp? Is that what that logo is? What are you talking about?
No, I typed in the incorrect URL for YouTube, and that's what they pop up, dude. You're fucking up. I'm fucking up.
It's not PNAcast.
I'm fucking up, and you're fucking
You
up.
gave him the wrong URL.
Yes.
I tried to tell you
And
this.
I told, yeah, so.
So what's the actual URL?
I don't fucking know.
You didn't get the actual URL. There's probably
Okay.
going to be a bunch of numbers. I don't think we're actually legitimize this shit very much.
Who cares? Anyways, you'll figure it out. We'll send you a link.
We'll send you a link.
There's a fight night this Saturday.
Hang on before we get into any MMA shenanigans. Sports, bruh. You remember sports?
Oh, my God.
I remember sports. Quiet down with your paper towel, Sammy.
Paper towel?
Yeah, she ripped a paper towel all loud. Oh, wait.
Ooh, I know why. I could smell something. He had no accidents with me at all. You're just not fucking paying attention to him.
Or that's why he was barking.
Yeah, they're just trying to keep him in a room.
Literally just a minute, and he comes out here and shits.
Good boy. I'm just kidding.
It's because Nick is shitty.
Hey.
I want to talk a little about NFL because last week the Bears got eliminated.
The Bears.
The Bears. They shit the bed. But I think I said this to you. They shit the bed, but I mean, it was a really nice bed. And I'm happy that we got to sleep in it for a little while. Got 12-4.
Yeah,
This team was not supposed to do anything. It's just a bunch of like rookies and sophomores with high upsides, but I mean, they're not supposed to be
They
there
got
yet.
like the best fucking...
And they had the defensive player of the year, Khalil Mack,
Yeah, so I was gonna
who
say.
brought everything together. But I'm just really happy that they did as well as they did. They played their heart out. Kicker fucked
Yeah.
everybody up. It got tipped, but he missed like 25%
How
of his shots.
heartbroken were you when you watched them? Did you watch them lose?
I do this thing where if I realize they're losing, I realize it's because of me, so I'll stop watching. This is a fact.
That's a bad
when I don't
mentality
when
to
I
have.
don't watch them, they win easy. When I do watch them, it's a fucking struggle.
Dude,
It's a struggle.
there was one year I went, like, I think it was 2016 when the Red Wings first started sucking. I went to like 7 or 8 games in a row and we lost. And Bragg was getting pissed at me because he was like, quit going to fucking games because every time you go to a game, we lose. Guess what I did? I went to more games.
Did they
We-
lose?
And we started winning.
I'm so sure. Yeah. So out of the teams that are left, I'm still predicting the Saints Super Bowl run. I think in our past episodes, I mentioned the Saints will probably win it.
Who was the team that was playing really, really well that
Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Rams. They're both still in it.
they are?
Yep.
So who's all the teams left?
Patriots, Chiefs, Rams, Saints.
Are the Rams facing the Saints and the Patriots facing the Chiefs?
You're so good at math, Nick.
Who do you think's going to be in the Super Bowl? Patriots?
I
and-
just said the fucking Saints.
And the
Maybe if you diverted
Patriots,
some math
they
away
have to have a
to
bad
an
guy.
actual
They have to have an
listening
enemy.
part of your brain.
They have the enemy. They
Enemy,
can't just have
enemy.
one.
I think the easy pick would be the Patriots. I might go Kansas City Chiefs, though. If my favorite team's not going to be in it, then fuck Martin's favorite team.
Patriots are going to win because he picked the Chiefs. That's just how
Okay,
that
well, I
works.
picked the Saints like 5 months ago, and here they are.
And the Patriots are going to whoop that ass. Tom Brady, son.
I don't think Tom Brady physically could outpace Drew Brees
That's
right now.
not true at all.
He doesn't have the
Don't
tools.
fucking talk shit about the GOAT.
Doesn't have the tools, man.
He has a deflated football.
No, he doesn't.
That's all he needs.
They solved that problem.
Did they, though?
I'm pretty sure.
He'll find another way to deflate something. That's what the haters say, right?
He's to deflate your ego. That'd be nice. It's not possible.
That's not going to happen.
All right, go ahead with your MMA.
Yes. About fucking time.
Actually, since we're on the topic of MMA, I want to bring up a fun little tidbit that I found on Instagram. Khabib Nurmagomedov. He is doing a...
Can you use that in a sentence?
What? I am. I currently am. I
Nurmagomedov?
stumbled on the second syllable. I was like, fuck the rest of them. Khabib Nurmagomedov is granting wishes for kids, which I think is pretty awesome. He says,
Calabib time, man.
each of us has a dream, especially for children. Since childhood, I dreamed of becoming a professional athlete. Thanks to hard work and constant training, I achieved this. In 2019, I would like to fulfill the dreams of children to bring them closer to the fulfillment of what they want.
So what is he doing?
He's literally like accepted letters from all these kids. He listed like a few of them about what he actually accomplished. A few of them,
I want to go to Disneyland.
they wanted to go to Mecca. That is
It's like a religious thing. Is that a religious thing?
This is the Muslim capital of the world. They have to pray in the direction
Of
of
course,
it.
he's gonna fucking
There's a couple of those. There was a couple.
prioritize religious requests over Disneyland. Over Khabib.
No, Disneyland was going to be your focus of complaint. He also accepted a few kids who wanted to be in like fight camps, but are like unprivileged or something.
Yeah, wrestle some bears, bro.
I hope not. I just realized those poor kids are in for
That's
a
a
fucking
bad
beating.
fucking thing. I mean,
You say that, but in like 10 years, there's going to be a surge.
If you stick with it, then yeah, you'll be an amazing.
The
you
sons
could be
of
a champ.
Khabib.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Khabib's kids, if they decide to fight, they're gonna be fucking champions. Whatever they decide to do, they're gonna be champions, and just because they're gonna have that championship mentality.
It's true. They'll never lose.
Yeah. That's why I always hear about like people when they say like you have a black belt. If you have a black belt in any type of martial art, like jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai, kickboxing, whatever, like a black belt pedigree in that field,
Yeah.
you can get that same type of mindset in anything. And if you have that mindset and you like use it towards business or use it towards your family or use it towards marketing, anything, you'll excel at it because you know what it takes to be one of the best at something.
Sure.
To go through the hard times and going through like the mental doubts and the struggles and shit that you go through when you're learning and shit. Get that shit done.
Makes sense. They say a lot about that for military stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Can I go?
Cool.
Can I finally fucking talk
Very
now?
cool,
Are
very,
you done
very,
now?
very
Your little
cool.
tangents?
How's the UFC ESPN partnership going to work?
I was just about to talk about that.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, because the first
Okay.
fucking ESPN card is this Saturday.
Oh, this is an ESPN card.
Yeah, it's live on ESPN.
I think I still have
the
ESPN.
prelims are on ESPN Plus.
I think I still have ESPN Plus.
I hope so.
I hope not, because I've been paying for it and not using it
Well,
at all.
we're gonna start paying for it and using it now, so it works out. You know what I mean?
You can pay for it.
We'll pay for it every other month. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
So this first, what are you asking me? Do you want me to answer your question real quick?
No, that was a bullshit question.
Okay, so this fight, the main event, TJ versus Cejudo, which is kind of funny. It's ironic because it's for the featherweight division. No,
Right.
not featherweight.
What weight is that
Flyweight.
again?
Flyweight.
What are the numbers?
125 pounds.
Okay.
The lowest weight in the males.
Which is getting dissolved?
Which they want to dissolve, but how fucking ironic is it that they're having the main event of the first ESPN show where they're trying to build this long-term relationship with the division that you plan on closing?
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily. I think it's contingent on the decision or like the results of the fight. Because if Henry wins at 125 pounds, I think the division will stay. I think it's going to stay for at least a little bit longer. Eventually they may close it. It just depends on the numbers. If Henry becomes a draw,
I mean,
and then
who else is
keep
going to fight?
and I don't understand why. There's no reason why he can't become a draw. He's a good speaker. He's humble to an extent, but he likes to trash talk a little bit. He's not the greatest at it, but he shows like a little emotion. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He's Mexican, and he just has like that big background
What
behind
does
him.
that have to do with anything?
You have a Mexican background like Cain Velasquez or Kevin Gastelum. You bring a fucking culture with you.
One of those is a champion.
One of them, all three of them could be champions within the next year.
Gastelum?
Easily. Calvin is fucking fighting for the title next month. Did you know that?
He's not going to win it.
I don't know. He got hands. He can catch Robert Whitaker.
What do you... Okay, so back to this fight. What do you think about their weights? Because
Well,
Cejudo's looking pretty hefty, honestly. Do you think he's going to miss weight?
he's looking hefty.
Not like fat, but he's cultivated mass.
Oh yeah, but he's not gonna miss weight.
You don't think he's going to miss weight?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
Has he missed weight in the past?
Yes, in the early stages of his career, when he was like kind of like winging it in MMA. He's only been in MMA for like 4 or 5 years. He hasn't been in the MMA, being like a top 10 fighter for that long at all.
Sure.
He's fucking 15-2, I believe. And I don't want to go too deep in it. I want to let me go talk about some other fights on
I
this
thought we
card.
were specifically talking about this fight.
I will at the end. I want to talk about some other fights.
Okay.
I was saying that's like the main event of this card. The first fight I want to talk about is the main event on ESPN Plus.
Okay.
Alexander Hernandez versus Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh, okay.
This is at lightweight. Do you know anything about Alexander the Great Hernandez?
I do not. You're going to have to tell me some of the people he's fought. Has been anybody?
he's a young he's a young
youngin'?
up and comer. He's 10-1, I believe that's his record, and he's on an 8-fight winning streak. I know that. I forget who he just beat. He had in his eyes a disappointing decision win, but the fight before that was against Benil Dariush, and he knocked him out in like the first few seconds of the fight, like in 40 seconds or some shit.
Dariush, pretty good.
Yeah, he's a very like, what would you say, touted prospect?
Touted?
Is that a thing?
I guess so, but people don't say it because they're not
a
morons.
very touted prospect. He has a lot of room to grow, and he could scale up in the lightweight division here in a few years to be like a threat. And Cowboy is going to be his biggest test to date. He was supposed to fight Francis Trinaldo. That Francis got injured or he got pulled out. Something happened. Cowboy took it last minute, like Cowboy does.
Right.
And at first, I was leaning towards. I was like half and half. Like at first, I was leaning towards Hernandez, and I was like leaning towards Cowboy. Then I did more research on Hernandez because I don't know a lot about him. I've only seen him fight Benil Dariush, and then I was like, okay, he's good, and he looks like he has a lot of room to grow. And he also has a good business mindset because like he pays like for his own vlog and shit. He has his own YouTube channel. Anyways, this fight's at lightweight, right? Mm-hmm. So this is Cowboy's first fight back at lightweight in a while. So he's definitely gotten used to welterweight lifestyle. So I'm wondering if cutting all this weight in a short notice fight is gonna hinder him.
I have to imagine it will, yeah.
I don't know. Like
I've seen it.
He also, like he said, has like a new purpose to fight for, which because of his new son. So that's like my X factor because at first my first instinct was like, people say that shit all the time, like, oh, blah, 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 when you have a son or you have a kid, it makes you a new meaning to life. But I would be the exact same way if I had a kid. 1,000%. Like, I just think that's just added motivation to get you through like the hard times at the gym or the hard times in life just to push through because you got a reason, you got a purpose, you got somebody who you're providing for. So you have to fucking do it. If you're going to fucking be a good dad, you just got to step up. And I think that helps with Cowboy's mindset because when he has mental doubts, which is like his number one kryptonite, he has his son now as that ace in the hole. You know, fuck these doubts. I have to fucking be confident because I want to win and I want to be a champion. And he uses his son for his motivation. So I think it's dope. I think this fight right here will determine if he's going to go on another title run or not. Because Alexander Hernandez is a big, stocky wrestler who's super fast. And he is very aggressive. So he could easily knock Cowboy out in the first round. It could be like another Darren Till type fight. But except Darren Till is like towers over Cowboy. That'll be different.
Right. So how big is Alex Hernandez?
He's shorter. I don't know if there's like a huge reach advantage or not. I didn't look that up. But he's definitely stockier and he's stronger. And he believes he's faster, which he may have the speed because he's young, you know? So I think if it goes past the first round, Cowboy's going to win. And I got Cowboy by second round head kick knockout. But my official pick is Alexander Hernandez first round knockout.
Your official pick?
Yes. But I think it's either first round knockout for Hernandez or second round head kick KO for Cowboy.
Are we doing like a picks type scenario for this card?
We can. I mean, we're already going to be drinking that night, so.
We're already doing it. Might as well.
So you're going to pick Cowboy?
I'll pick Cowboy. Decision. It's going to be a boring fight.
Fuck that. It's going to be one of the fighting nights.
Watch it.
All right, another fight. Notable fight. Joseph Benavidez versus Dustin Ortiz.
I don't know who that is.
Dustin Ortiz is kind of like a gateway fighter, I guess, or a journeyman fighter that has just recently gotten on a 3-fight win streak. And if he beats Joseph Benavidez, then he'll probably get the next title shot if they keep the division. That being said, Joseph Benavidez has already beat Dustin Ortiz. And I don't know if you know this, but I think Joseph's record, I didn't write it down. It's like 27-5 or 22-5. His 5 losses, 2 of them the Mighty Mouse, 2 of them the Cruz, and then one of them a split decision loss to Sergio Pettis.
So there's only one person standing in his way, and it's Sergio Pettis?
If he fought Sergio again, I think he'd win.
Yeah, I think so.
He beat Henry Cejudo, but that's a fight where I think that he lost. It was like a controversial
I don't think he'd win that
decision win. But what I'm trying to say is that he's an elite fighter, and he's only lost to elite of the elite, excluding Sergio.
For sure.
And he just knocked out his last opponent in the first round, like the last 4 minutes of the first round.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And he had a quick turnover, and he's fighting Dustin Ortiz, and seems like he's motivated again because you got to imagine he was on like an 8-fight winning streak. That's after losing to Mighty Mouse for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
And once you lose to the champion twice, you're not getting a title fight.
Until it
So
switches.
I could see how his motivation went down and how he just seemed like there's no point to like be as dedicated as he was, or who knows where his mindset was. I can see that being an option.
Yeah, but now
as a new champ,
the division's open, basically.
Yeah, and it's a champ that he beat.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's time for him to become a champion. So I think he's gonna be very motivated for this fight. And I picked the first fight, so I guess you can pick this one. That's some bullshit.
I think I'm gonna pick Benavidez, bro. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I got Benavidez by decision.
No, you don't. You have Ortiz.
That's the official pick, but I
Figure
guess
it
I got
out.
Ortiz by fucking, I don't know. I don't see him finishing
Luck.
Benavidez. Split decision win. Something I can see.
Split decision.
And then Gregor Gillespie. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Sound it out.
Gillespie.
I said sound it out, not spell it out.
Gillespie.
Gillespie?
Espie.
Gillespie.
Gillespie. Versus Yancy Medeiros. You know who Yancy is, right?
I do know Yancey.
We've seen him fight live.
That was fighting the night that we missed.
Yes, it was an amazing fight, though.
Some bullshit.
Gregor is a 550 or 5-1 favorite over Yancy.
What?
He's 10-0.
Who is he?
He's a lightweight fighter who he hasn't beat anybody
Notable.
but he's a very, very good complete fighter. Like, he's a good striker. He has really good ground game, and I think he might be 12-0 actually, because I think he has 5 knockouts and 5 submissions and 2 decisions. I think that's what I think that's what it is. But basically, he's good everywhere. He's one of those fighters that it could be a champion. He just needs to train a little bit more, become elite. But he's good everywhere. His fundamentals are amazing. Yancy Medeiros is a brawler. He's like a Max Holloway, but not as technical as Max Holloway. He doesn't have the chin that Max Holloway has. Amazing.
Kind of a bad business to be in then.
Amazing fighter. Dude, his punches landed per minute or whatever that is like 3. His punches absorbed is like 6.2. So he takes 2 to give 1. Like, literally, he does.
I guess it worked for him.
Yeah, I mean, he has a good UFC career. He's an amazing fighter. He gets bonuses. This fight, it is not a good fight for Yancy.
No.
Just because Gregor is going to be... He's so good with his fundamentals, and as long as he sticks to the game plan, he takes Yancy down. I feel like he can just TKO Yancy or submit him. That being said, I did watch Gregor fight earlier today, and he does like to strike. So if Yancy can like draw in a war, not a war, like a stand-up fight, make it a war. Like how Holloway makes fights, where both people just start swinging shots, and they get to the point where like point to the fucking ground, like let's just fucking bang it out.
Yeah.
If they make it like a bang it out fight, then I think that's the only way Yancy wins this fight.
Sure.
So my pick is second round submission
For Gregor.
Yes, but I want Yancy.
The
to win.
Mountain.
I want Yancy to win because Yancy's a G.
I'm going to go with Yancey. He's going to go by second round being a G.
Being
Victory.
A G. TKO.
Yep.
And then the co-main event. Well, actually, another notable fight that I didn't make a pick on. Rachel Ostovich is fighting Paige Van Zant.
What? You didn't make a pick on that.
Battle of the Babes.
Seriously.
Dude, Paige is looking fine. She got a nice boob job now, and she's lifting.
Oh, do you remember a couple,
lifting
like a week
now.
or so
She's got a
ago,
nice booty.
you said Joanna was looking good?
She got a boob job.
She got a boob job.
Yeah, she's looking good too. Ain't nothing wrong
Is
with
that going to affect her weight?
No. I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I doubt it.
I have no idea what the weight of those
Maybe
things
like
are.
a pound of extra cut or something.
Is that not a big deal?
No, it should be all right. TJ's cutting 10 extra pounds. He's fucking skin and bone, cutting 10 extra
I
pounds.
don't understand how I'm doing
But
that.
the reason why I didn't make a pick on Paige Van Zant and Rachel Ostovich is because I've never seen Rachel fight. I've just watched her Instagram a lot. So
A lot,
I can't
he
make
says.
like a educational pick on that one. I know she was on The Ultimate Fighter. I know she got to the finals and she lost. And I know she just lost her recent fight in the UFC. And you know about the whole domestic abuse thing, right? Like her husband, like allegedly, but he did, like beat the fuck out of her. He broke her over the bone and shit. And the fight got canceled, but she was a G and she decided to stay on the fight just to like motivate other women and motivate people in life to not let setbacks like stop you from
Set your back.
Yeah, stop your dreams and shit. And I respect that a lot. I respect the mental toughness that she's gone through to like stick through this. And also I've heard her in interviews saying that she's a very forgiving person and she believes in second chances. And she's already talking about like, she hopes that her husband gets a second chance and shit. And I'm like, Man, I hope that it's not no Stockholm syndrome shit. I don't know.
That
I
is-
don't know the guy
It's
at all.
very common in abusive relationships.
Yeah. I have the stance that if you're a woman beater, you're a piece of shit, and
Sure.
fuck you. Like, fuck that guy. I hope she don't put herself in that position again. That's what I'll say.
It doesn't sound like that's what she's going for, but I think it's the good thing to do to offer a second chance. 'Cause, I mean, people make mistakes. I'm sure he was probably drunk. Most of those situations are done under the influence of alcohol.
I've been fucked up, and I made it ask myself.
You pushed me once.
I never thought about hitting a girl.
You pushed the fuck out
You
of
pushed me back, and I fucking did like 8 flips because I was so drunk. So I don't want to hear
Okay,
nothing.
that was your fault. No, mine. You
I
had
woke
bad
up
foot.
with fucking
bad
bruises
feet,
all
bro.
over and shit.
You
Anyway,
did not. It was not because
I
of
had
me.
I don't know. It was because of you.
No, it was not.
But
It was quite
bad
a
night.
night. Quite a night.
It was a bad night. Anyways, the reason why I brought Rachel and Paige up, my pick is probably Paige just because I know her more. But Paige has lost the last 2 fights. So, and she just had like a crazy arm surgery. Like her arm was broken, and they did surgery on it, and the surgery went south. So they had to like take out bone grafts from her hip to put in her arm.
Yeah,
So now she got like a big ass scar.
that was like the last piece of news I heard about her. What the hell is she fighting? Whoops.
Yeah, she's doing a quick turnaround with her arm too. Like I don't think she gave it like the proper time to recover, but like you know how doctors are. Oh, you need 8 months, but then like a professional fighter that has like a work ethic and a diet of amazing. So yeah, I'll get that shit done in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, so that I got Paige just because I've seen her more in the UFC and she has more experience, especially in high profile fights. But we'll see. I hope Rachel wins. I do. I love that fucking booty.
It's true.
She's fucking fine.
If
They're
we're doing
both
picks,
fine.
I'll pick for the booty.
You're picking. Well, yeah, you could pick. So you're picking Rachel?
Did I pick? I'm pretty sure I picked.
No, I
You
picked.
picked first. Yeah. Yep.
You going with the
Well,
booty?
hang on, because the next one's the main event.
No,
Wait
it's not.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah. So you're gonna go with Rachel
I'll go with Rachel.
by booty decision or
Yeah,
what?
Booty. Yep. Second round booty.
I'll go Paige by implant attack.
This is really disrespectful.
I love women, and I love nice boob jobs. Nothing wrong with that.
Excellent fighters that can beat both of our asses.
Oh yeah, that's
At
why I
once.
can say that because talk shit, get hit. If
I'm
I ever
not
see
ashamed
them,
about it.
I will not get mad if they fucking
It's
smother me with their butts or boobs.
That's not what they would do.
Co-main event: Greg Hardy versus Alan Crowder. And this is why I brought up Rachel before Greg Hardy,
Makes
obviously,
sense. Yeah.
because Greg Hardy is
Alleged woman beater.
yes. I didn't know.
I looked into
up-
that shit.
I looked up some of his background too. I didn't know how many times he was accused.
It was a
like-
lot.
like 3 or 4 times, dude.
He owned a rack of guns that he threw her on, man.
Did he?
A rack. Threw on it. She was like, I feel like I was in a war movie or something.
Jesus Christ. Like some of those times when I hear about like a famous person raping somebody or things like that, I immediately am like, okay, wait a second.
You got to give some benefit of the doubt because there are a lot of people that like to con the system.
Right. And there's a lot,
Cry
yeah,
wolf.
because even like I imagine there's so many cases that probably have never even gone public just because they say they're going to, but then you get like a settlement just
Yeah.
to like avoid the bad press. Like
Mhm.
Patrick Kane, for example, he'll always have like that taxi cab thing or that alleged rape case in his,
Yeah.
even though based off what they proved in court that he didn't do anything, but he'll always have that on his record. Same thing with Kobe or whatever. Like, I don't know like if it actually happened or not, but
Right.
I would imagine a lot of people would do settlements just to like keep it on the hush hush.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear those things, I always like to take a step back. Like, okay, wait a second. Is there a different alternative to this? Did it really happen? What's the evidence? But with Greg Hardy, it's
It
just like,
seems pretty cut and dry based
Yeah.
on the evidence that's there.
yeah, he got kicked out of the NFL because of it. He decided to become train in MMA.
Mm-hmm.
He went on the Tuesday Night Contender Series. His 3 fights and like his professional 3-fight record, he's 3-0, and every single one of his fights has not lasted more than a minute. He's knocked everybody out. He's very athletic. He's
Yep.
used to be a football player, so
Yep.
obviously he's a very big athletic guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he got some amazing power, and he's a decent striker. He's definitely like throw him up to like a Derek Lewis or something like that, and he'll
Right.
get fucking mopped. Anybody
like
in the
Brock
top 10,
Lesnar in his
he would get
first fight or
destroyed.
something.
Yeah, and he's fighting Crowder, who I've seen. He's also on the Tuesday Night Contender Series. His last fight was in 2017, I believe, against Justin Willis, and he lost. He got knocked out. So he hasn't had a fight in like over a year. So this is his first fight back. He is a 4-1 underdog against Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy is a 6-1 favorite. So it looks like they're kind of just feeding Hardy
Yeah.
somebody who it's
Give him
probably going to be a stand-up fight, but Greg Hardy is more athletic and he's faster. So it's going to be a winnable fight for Greg Hardy to win in devastating fashion. They're trying to build his stardom up. First ESPN show, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, we've seen with John Jones, stardom trumps being an asshole, so
Yeah.
it's the perfect strategy for him.
It's a good business move by UFC. I also think it's a kind of crazy move to have them both. I don't know. here's my opinion on that whole.
Having Ostovich on the same card.
Yeah, I don't think that's relevant.
Yeah.
I think once you signed Greg Hardy, you made that you decided to sign a woman abuser.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it should matter if he should be on any card that is with somebody that was abused or not. Like, no matter what, he's always going to have controversial shit tied to him.
Mm-hmm.
So once you signed him, you decided to accept that flag.
Right. You either have him on no cards or you can put him on this card.
Yeah, so that's how I see it. So I don't think it's like, I definitely don't think it was a move
not like a
by
slight.
the UFC to do that.
And like Rachel said, she could have just not accepted the fight.
Yeah, and Dana White asked her if she was okay with that. She said she didn't even know who he was, and she's focusing on her fight. So
Exactly.
yeah, so definitely think like Ariel. I think that people try to like make too much of a big deal out of it.
If there ain't a story, people make story.
Yeah, if both parties involved ain't making a big deal out of it, there's no reason why anybody else should. That's like if somebody called you something that was like that would trigger somebody else, and then they try to
come running to
defend
your
you.
defense.
Yeah, and you don't want their defense.
Like, excuse me, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so definitely, I don't think that's like a huge deal. It's just the signing of him in general
It's
should
shitty.
be the deal, or something that people have like a bad viewpoint of.
Yeah. Basically pretending that his past accusations just don't exist and let's
Yeah.
give him a bunch of money.
So I'm gonna go with Hardy. Obviously, I think he's gonna knock him out. I think this is a setup for him to potentially get started, but I would not be mad if he got knocked the fuck
I
out.
will be glad, in fact, because then I also win the bet. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at that. And then the main event.
Choo choo.
Cejudo, who is a plus 180, versus Dillashaw, who's a minus 225.
So we got cultivating mass versus a literal skeleton with muscles wrapped around it. I guess
Yes.
that's what all people are, but some of us have more fat than others. That's you. You got the fat.
See this guy?
You got the
Shoot
fat.
with a fucking boat.
You literally shut up. You don't own a bow.
I do have a boat, bitch.
Do
I'll
you?
bring it out right now.
Okay.
I go hunting, motherfucker.
Do it.
Anyways, do you want to make your pick before I break all this
No,
out?
break it down, man.
Okay. So on Cejudo's side,
Yep.
he's 15-2.
Yep.
His first loss ever was a TKO loss to Mighty Mouse.
Which everyone lost to Mighty Mouse.
Yes, he got overwhelmed. He got kneed early on in the fight, and he fucking cracked his ribs or his liver, whatever the fuck.
Cracked a liver.
And he got TKO'd. He couldn't recover.
Yeah.
His other loss was that split controversial loss to Joseph Benavidez. Everybody else he's beat. And when he first came into MMA, he was just a pure wrestler. He was an
Mhm.
Olympic gold medalist.
One of
He's
the
the
best
only
wrestlers.
UFC fighter that I believe that has a gold medal in Olympics.
Right. There are a lot of Olympics. Like,
Yeah, I think Yoel had a silver
silvers.
medal,
doesn't
and
DC have a silver?
I don't know. I don't even think
Does he even have a medal?
I don't think he medaled. I think something happened where he got injured before the medaling, something like that.
He was definitely on the teams, though.
DC has had a history of always getting to the top, and then
Right.
something bad happens.
Yeah.
Until,
John Jones.
And then now he fucking champ DC
Not-
son.
Well, not champ anymore, but yeah.
He was a champ,
He was champ.
and he defended both titles.
It's true. Most
Champ,
of
champ.
the most deserving
Champ.
of champ.
DC's a beast. Fucking amazing guy. He's my favorite.
Tangent's over. Get over it.
Anyways, so once Cejudo lost to Mighty Mouse, he like quit. He like fired his coaches. He fired his training partners, and like he
Oh.
went to like he became like had like a legit MMA camp.
Okay. Took
And he
things seriously.
started doing things the right way. He took 2 years off to like recover. Like, and he had the Wilson Hayes fight where you could tell his striking just made huge leaps.
Mm.
And then when he fought Mighty Mouse the second time, he won.
Yeah.
And the first
Now he's
time
champ?
the first time I watched it, I was like, okay, he won. The second time I watched it, I was like, I don't know. I think Mighty Mouse may have edged him out. But
Yeah,
regardless,
I think so.
he made it a competitive fight against Mighty Mouse where it was enough to give him a nod. So he
Kicked Mighty Mouse out of UFC, man.
Yeah, he beat the GOAT at the time, right?
Yeah.
So then he called out TJ, and then at first it was supposed to be 135, and then it was supposed to be 125, then 135. Now it's 125. I don't know what the fuck happened. Whatever happened behind the scenes, that's just the business shit.
Yeah.
So now it's at 125.
I'm
So-
sure it has a lot to do with the future of the 125 division.
Yeah, that's true. So that's Cejudo's side.
Yeah.
On TJ's side, TJ, I just want to say is, in my opinion, like top 3 pound for pound fighter right now.
I think he's top 1 most savage fighter. He's a definition of an animal.
Yeah, TJ is a fucking tactician of tacticians. He
Mhm.
does everything correct. He-
It's kind of
he-
weird.
He's just
kind of
an
weird
animal.
how perfect
He's-
he does things.
It's because he's so fucking disciplined, and that's why I think
Mhm.
he's gonna make weight. I don't think it's healthy for him, but I think he's gonna make weight. He was talking about his diet and his nutritionist that he's working with, and how many times that they do these studies on him when he wakes up and he has no food in his system. They check his fucking levels of whatever in his body. I'm not a scientist or whatever. But then I'm like, okay, you got an intermittent fast for the next 3 days. Or, okay, I want you on a ketogenic diet for 2 days. Or I want you on a ketogenic diet for 6 hours while you work out here. Then I want you to lift and eat this. And he did everything to a science. And he's super disciplined to where he can actually do that shit.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the only few fighters that can do it to that extreme. He takes this, he is balls deep in fighting. He loves it. Every time I'm on his Instagram, he's always talking about how much he loves this shit. And like, he looks like he's doing something that's miserable, but he just fucking, he says that he does like an hour and a half of fasted cardio almost every morning.
It's fucking awful.
And when you're trying to cut weight and you're not eating that much and you're like depleting yourself of nutrition, so your body slowly starts to lose weight and you're doing these hardware exercises, and the mental toughness that you have to have is just like, it's unmatched. So TJ scares me. Whenever I fucking have him fighting somebody that I like, when I liked Cody, I wanted Cody to win. And I was like, I don't know if I could make that pick against TJ.
But you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did. Just because emotionally, you know, but
it's one of those heart picks.
Yeah. And also Cody gets emotional fighting TJ. Cody has like the antidote to beat TJ. He's faster and he has knockout power. He showed that in the first fight when he almost finished him in the first round because he was being patient for the counters and he connected. But once he connects with TJ, he goes balls to walls and he fucking tries to turn it into a brawl. And as soon as you turn it into a brawl with TJ,
hello animal,
it goes chin versus chin. And if you're chinning up to par with his, which is probably not because his cardio is on another level, then you're in trouble.
Okay, but
that's at 135 pounds.
Yeah, it's going to translate a little differently once you're drained like that.
Yeah, so my biggest, if I look at Henry Cejudo's skills and I look at TJ Dillashaw's skills, I think Henry Cejudo is a better wrestler.
Yep.
But I think TJ is better everywhere else. I think he's better in the clinch. I think he's better at submissions. I think he's better at standing up. I think he's better at different stances of standing up. I think he's more aggressive. He's better at controlling the octagon and pushing the pace. Not by a lot, but slightly better. But that's at 135 pounds. At 125 pounds, I think he's going to be depleted. I think he cut the weight the right way, but just because you do everything the right way, don't mean you're going to be a champion. Like Rumble Johnson's he was never going to be the 170-pound champ, even though he was cutting a shit ton of fucking weight and he was this fucking Goliath in there against everybody else. It's just he went to the point of diminished returns, and once you're at that point, your body can't recover in time for the fight. And this is a 5-round fight and a high-level fight. And these young guys are not these young guys. These lower weight class guys are so fast, and they have to think so quickly. And I don't know if he's going to recover enough for a 5-round fight. I don't know if he's going to be able to like cognitively think about everything he's going to do. If like everything's just going to be like subconscious, or if he's going to
try to rely on muscle memory.
Right, which that's all pretty much what fighting is, because that's why you drill things so many times. But are you going to like remember the shit that you drilled because of how depleted you are?
Also, you're much more susceptible to getting rocked.
Yes, and that was
dazed.
That was my next point, because TJ has been knocked out. He was knocked out by Mighty Mouse fought him at your house when we all had a party there.
John Dodson.
It's the only one I can think of offhand. Yeah, John Dodson knocked him out cold in The Ultimate Fighter.
Damn.
Yeah, and he's been dropped. He's been dropped by Cody a couple times.
So you've been talking about how Henry has been improving his striking.
Yes, and I've never seen Henry get dropped from the chin. I've seen him get dropped from the body shots, but Henry's been knocking people out, and he's also similar to Cody, where he's not how TJ is, where he just has his fucking head out like this. TJ kind of fights like, he fights amazing, dude. Like his striking and his confidence in his striking to where he can fight like that, it's like almost like a Max Holloway-esque. And I don't know, he's just another level.
Okay.
But when you're going against Henry Cejudo, who fucking is a counter striker, who has knockout power and his fundamentals, he just focuses strictly on the fundamentals, not like every single type of stance that you could think of that which TJ does. And it's at 125 pounds. I'm liking Cejudo as the underdog. I am. My pick is Cejudo.
I'm leaning there too. Let me ask you a couple questions. First of all, how big of a deal do you think the takedowns are? That threat of the takedown we saw against Conor with Khabib, it literally let him land one of the biggest punches I've ever seen from a wrestler.
It's definitely not going to be.
You don't think it's as big of a deal?
No, because Conor is a stand-up fighter. Khabib's he's a ground specialist. These guys are specialists everywhere. Cejudo being the better specialist on the ground. But
so you
TJ,
think if Dillashaw goes down,
he'll get back up.
Right.
Cejudo can't keep TJ down. I'd be shocked if he
Even at that weight.
Even at that weight, I'd be shocked if he can keep TJ down. I think he can take TJ down, but I also think TJ could take Henry down. This is MMA. It's different than just like pure wrestling.
Right.
If it was just a pure wrestling match, Henry would fuck him up just
sure.
because he's done it so many times. But I don't think that's like a huge factor.
Okay. So now my next question is, do you think that Cejudo should be more scared of 125 Dillashaw or Mighty Mouse?
You've never seen a 125.
That's
Dillashaw,
true. Never seen it.
But I think you should
But
be more
based on
scared of Mighty.
speculation.
Scared, as in like
It's more to worry about.
there's definitely more tools in Mighty Mouse's toolbox, I believe, than TJ's at 125. At 135, I think TJ's money there.
Yeah.
I think he's so used to that weight class. I think that's where his home is, and I think that he'll be. I think that if they fought at 135, I'd be like on TJ 1,000%. And 125 is just what's making me like adamant.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It is interesting.
And then also, I've been hearing TJ talk some mad shit saying that after this fight he wants to go up to 145.
I heard that as well. He
and
wants to
fight
challenge Holloway.
Max Holloway.
He wants to be a belt collector.
He said that. He's like, Max Holloway's slow. I was like,
Oh God, TJ.
I hope he's not overlooking Henry, because if he is, he's gonna
lose.
fucking wake up on the canvas. He will.
I'm with you.
And I think that's what's happening. I think TJ, he is so confident in himself, which you should be confident. If you're a champion and you're at that caliber,
You're a fighter.
You better believe you're the pound for pound best.
Yeah.
But being the pound for pound best includes taking every opponent seriously and making sure that you're dominating every opponent like a GSP would.
But I mean, if he's so disciplined, do you think he'd do that? Do you think he'd do so much as to overlook his current opponent? That doesn't sound disciplined to me.
I don't know. I also think that he's definitely thinking about the marketing aspect of it, because why else would he be bringing Max Holloway up? No, he's thinking about his future fight, which there's nothing wrong with,
But focus on the fight.
but make sure you're focusing on the fight, which I don't know if he is or not. I'd imagine he is, but with between that and the weight cut, kind of leaves me like leaning towards Henry as like the underdog pick. So I'm picking Henry.
You don't get to pick. I do. Because you got Greg Hardy.
Are you fucking serious?
you
I
motherfucker.
thought you were gonna pick TJ.
I thought about it. You convinced me. I'm going all Henry Cejudo. I do think he's going to miss weight, though.
You think Henry's gonna miss weight?
Yes.
I bet a shot he don't. I bet a shot neither one of them miss weight.
No. You're trying to make up a shot that you're about to lose because I'm going to pick Henry.
Well, regardless,
You're not going to get it. I refuse. You have to go with TJ.
I'm not mad at my TJ pick at all.
That's hard job. Yo, you're going to stick with the favorite. Oh, no. How dare you.
It is very possible TJ goes in there and he works him.
Can I change my answer?
If he is fresh and if he looks like himself at 135 with just a little bit less power but faster,
I mean, that's terrifying, yes.
yeah, that's what he should be. But
He's
he's
like
been telling
Spider-Man.
everybody that he's been lifting more now and he feels stronger than ever because of how his diet's been and how disciplined he's been, which I don't know. The whole
Can't possibly
science
be true.
behind nutrition and all that is like so advanced now compared to
That's
how
true.
it used to be.
That's
So it's
true.
very possible. But TJ and Henry both have similar camps. Like everybody, like TJ is like on another level with his camp as far as his nutrition, and like he got specific fighters that he only trains with. Like he trains with like Cub Swanson and Aaron Pico, like just elite of the elite. And Henry's at that point now too. He finally decided once he lost to Mighty Mouse to be like a professional with the shit. So just imagine Henry how dominant he was. Then he finally decided, without just pure wrestling, how dominant he was, and now he decided to have like a legit camp, legit coaches, and a legit like entourage around him to make sure that he has the right people in place, nutritionists, like mental coaches, all that shit. He has a lot of room to grow. He's young in the MMA game, and he's this elite already. So that's another thing you got to worry about too. This is a very fucking compelling fight. I'm super excited for this fight.
Super excited as well.
But you're picking Cejudo. My official pick is Henry by third round TKO.
I was going to say second round TKO.
That's very possible too. But I think
If they get gassed out or...
I imagine TJ's gonna be fresh in the first couple rounds, but I think once he starts dealing with the speed of Henry and once he realizes that he isn't gonna be, in my head, I don't think he's gonna be moving and striking the way he thinks he's going to. I could be way off. I'm not a scientist. I've never been a fighter, none of that shit. I could be way the fuck off. It's just my opinion. But if TJ wins, it could be anything. It could be a first round knockout.
Literally anything.
It could be I don't think he'll submit him. I think he like a first round knockout, like a decision.
It's true.
But it's a good ESPN card, that's for damn sure.
It is.
It's a good way to start the fucking ESPN relationship up. And if you remember right, the first UFC on Fox was Cain Velasquez versus Junior Dos Santos.
I didn't remember that at
And
all.
Junior Dos Santos knocked Cain out. Shocker.
Oh,
So underdog pick.
Underdog.
It's a trend, motherfuckers.
First for the network underdog. I'm into it. I dig it.
Yep. So that's pretty much all I got for MMA. Some other top things. Darren Till and Masvidal are fighting.
Yep, I heard that.
Anthony Pettis and Wonder Boy are fighting.
I heard that. That's in talks. Apparently, Anthony Pettis doesn't care whether or not he wins or losing, or he just wants to fight exciting people.
He called out Wonder Boy. I respect it, and I think Pettis has to have that mentality to win his fights. Because once he got conservative with his fighting style, because he was afraid of the takedown, that's when he started losing. Once he started like fighting how I used to, Showtime, and doing these like non-traditional kicks and these movements and such, he started winning again.
But he lost his last fight. Doing that.
Everybody loses El Kukui.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay.
El Kukui's in a fucking. Don't even get me started on him.
He's got to fight Khabib, man.
Yeah, but I think this is a good first episode back. What do you think?
I think so as well. I'm so happy we're able to get back into your guys' life. I know you missed us so much. And if you want to get more of this kind of shit, we are going to be picking it up at a regular pace again. So make sure you subscribe on whatever podcast platform you are. Subscribe on YouTube since we do have the videos.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both looking pretty fucking good. At least one of us. It's me. Nick doesn't even try.
Yeah, I don't even try to look this good. What's up? Our schedule is going to be Mondays, typically upload, right?
Yeah.
And then we will also upload bonus episodes whenever there's a fight on.
Such as this one.
So
This
I
is
can do a
why
fight
it,
card
that's,
before the fight.
that's why it's been released on a Saturday. That's why you're viewing it now.
You're welcome.
It doesn't mean we'll get an episode on Monday. Don't be fucking greedy, you chumps.
Yeah, starting next week, we'll be back on our schedule program.
Next week.
Yeah, so stay tuned for more, fuckers. Stay tuned for the YouTube series. Stay tuned for more content as far as gaming. We may do another series. Who knows? Take it one day at a time.
We will see. Make sure you subscribe to find out.
Yep.
Till next time.
Peace out.